Hello, pretties. Welcome to After Realm. So, I started filming this video and I was almost done with it, and then I realized I didn't hit record. Great moment right there. Anyway, let's just get started. So this is my finale for my Harry Potter project pan. I personally love Harry Potter, so when Christina Chang came up with this project pan, I immediately jumped on it. I did it last year in my Instagram. I'll put my Instagram down below if you want to check it out. I have not updated my Instagram since last year, so I'm gonna work on that next year. I do want to get back into it, because I think it is fun. I just haven't figured it out. Anyway, but this was created by Christina Chang. Please check her out. I'll leave her down below. Please also check out the hashtags so you can see everybody else is participating. And let's just get to it, okay? I don't remember the order of the categories, but I think I'm gonna go in the order. Not 100% sure, but Mr. Peeves, this was this liquid liner from ColourPop. It was just a liquid liner. I set myself the goal to finish. And I mentioned this before, this was a slow burner for me. We're with the initial 4 products that I came in with. I wasn't expecting to be able to finish everything. I was being really unrealistic with my goals, and I'm okay with that. But anyway, I set my goal to finish this liquid liner. My dogs, what are they doing? Give me a second, guys. Gave myself a goal to finish this. I've never used an eyeliner like this before, so I didn't really know what to expect. I can tell you that I do not like this. And I bought it because I wanted something cheap that I could try and see if this is something that I like to do. I don't like doing like eyeliners like this. I like to do my eyeliner with my eyeshadow, and I've mentioned this before, so it's fine. This one right here is for House Pride, and I have these 2 shadows. I'm a Slytherin, and so I had to go with green. So this is Conjure Up. This is a beautiful dark forest emerald kind of green, and then Wishful Winking, which is a duochrome dark green shade. I am wearing my eyes right now. I, however, do not like my eye look today, so I will not be taking off my glasses to show you properly because I did not like it at all. But I am wearing them both today. There is the slightest little dip. I'm not even sure if you guys are going to be able to like really see it. Regardless, I didn't think it was possible for me to actually hit pan on these when I put them in, because they're not everyday shades, they're just not. So I didn't think this was going to be possible, but I did enjoy using them. I used them more often than I would have otherwise, and I did enjoy them. So, yay. All right, let's go to the one product that gave me the most trouble, and I did not see this coming. And that's going to be the Milani blush in Romantic Rose. So this shade, by the way, looks beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I just didn't realize, and I've mentioned this many times because I've complained about this multiple times. This shade was so light for me, you can see it. I have to build the hell out of it. So when I first got it, I used it up relatively quickly, the imprint at first, and I hit pan on it initially. And I say pan loosely because it was hollow. So loosely I hit pan on it. So whenever I first hit pan on it, I was building it up so much. So then I had to, once I hit pan, the pan expanded really quickly and it was crumbling, so I had to repress it. Once it was repressed, it got hard pan. I thought for a moment, for a whole month, I thought I was gonna have to like literally get rid of this blush, and there was so much product left, so I was like, that's such a waste. But no, I was able to scrape off the top layer and make use of it, and I've actually hit pan again on it again since then. I will say though, I still have a really hard time building it up. I am wearing it right now, and it's somewhat noticeable, but you guys don't understand how much product I have to use to get it to this level of pigmentation. I know that I've mentioned it before, and I know I've heard a lot of people say that they think this is a dupe for the Tarte blushes. Absolutely not. After working with it some more, I was wrong when I said it before, and anyone that says this is a dupe for a Tarte blush is either very pale or has not worked with a Tarte blush. And I finished 2 Tarte blushes in the past. So I can tell you, I know that formula, and that formula is completely different. There is way more pigment in it. Because even though this is a light color, and I've panned some light colors from Tarte before, but they're so much more pigmented. They're easier to build, in my opinion, because y'all don't understand how much. When I say I'm going hard on it, I mean I'm going hard. You don't go through this much amount of product if I wasn't using that much. This is 0.60 ounces, and this is how much product. And if you look in the middle, you'll see it's actually pretty thin in the middle. This whole thing is almost entirely gone. This is not a dupe for a Tarte. I don't care what anyone has to say. The Tarte is so much more pigmented. They're both very buildable. Eventually this one will get there, but it's not there right away. They both blend beautifully, and they do look very nice on the skin, both of them. They both have like a satiny feel. They're both matte, but there's like a natural, like slight shimmer to it, but it's not actual shimmer. It's just luminous. I don't know how to explain it, but they're very, very beautiful. I will say the formula is somewhat similar, but the intensity of the Tarte blush cannot be understated. Also, this one's a lot more loosely pressed than the Tarte one is, which can be a good thing about things depending on you. Regardless, I do like it, but it's such a hassle for me to use that I do see myself trying to avoid using it and try to reach for something else. It is something that I know that if I put my mind to it, I could easily finish because it's so powdery and I have to use so much to get a level of pigmentation that I like. And I love blush. I love having extremely rosy cheeks. That's just what I like. I know not everybody loves that, but I do. And this just doesn't, it takes a lot for me to get there. Anyway, let me stop rambling. And let's go to the product that changed my life. And I mean that completely, very over dramatically. And that's the Milani bronzer in number 2 in Sunkissed. This is for the Extendable Ears. I've heard a lot of really good things about it. And so, by the way, this was Mrs. Weasley's sweater. I'm not sure if I mentioned that. But for this one, I've heard so many good things. I did eventually hit pan. It took forever for me to hit pan. And I've mentioned this before. I go through bronzer relatively quickly, mostly because I never have more than 1 or 2 at a time. This is actually my only bronzer. And for the entire 6 months of this product, it was the only bronzer I was ever using, and it only just now hit pan on it. Yeah, this is beautiful bronzer. Melts right into the skin. I love how neutral it is, so it doesn't look too orange. And it kind of has this like contour bronze kind of thing, and I love it. Love it, love it, love it. I thought I was going to quit bronzer. I was like done. This was going to be like my last bronzer I was going to give a chance to, and it changed my mind on bronzer altogether. I was ready to give up on bronzer. It was just not going to be for me, but I really enjoyed it. Let's forget our little friend. Anyway, please check out everybody that participated. I really enjoyed this project. I hope Christina brings it back. I think she said she would. I can't remember now, but a lot's been going on. It's the holidays. You know how it is. But yeah, I'll see you in my next one. Bye, guys.